They were definitely a close contender, but Arango just performed a lot better. Certain queries that we were doing in Neo4j would take multiple seconds, whereas Arango would be able to return that same thing in milliseconds.
Then we looked at other graph databases, and what we found was, some of them, they had various kinds of shortcomings. Some of them did not have full text search support. Some of them did not have replication support. So here in the slide, you can see some of the various databases that we tried.
MetaCX chose ArangoDB over some of the competitors, and the competitors that we looked at were Neo4j and, of course, MongoDB. And Neo4j lacks enterprise support and didn't have nearly as good of support for pruning and filtering and being able to find the exact data you wanted through your traversals in the database. And since traversal is the key feature of a graph database, that was kind of important.
The second important aspect for us was full text search, and we were pleasantly surprised that Arango supported full text search natively, and this again let us reduce the number of moving parts, and where we didn't have to go to Elastic and other technologies.
All of the data is synchronously copied across, and there is no possibility of data loss, as well as automatic fill. So that you don't have to involve the operators in some complicated switchover to get it to work.
It's also easy to integrate into our existing environment, and of course is designed for scalability and horizontal scalability via clustering, which is a must-have for enterprise scale software. Horizontal scaling is really important because horizontal scaling allows you to add another server and increase your capacity and can scale almost infinitely. Vertical scaling, however, is when you increase the size of a server. If you take the amount of RAM and the amount of disk space and you increase it, there are upper limits to how big of a server you can make. If you depend upon vertical scaling, then there's a ceiling, a maximum size that you can set for your database. But if you use horizontal scaling, you can go to just about any size. So with ArangoDB, we are prepared for the future.
It seemed like ArangoDB fit that pattern really well. So ability to just add machines and scale out without changing your architecture